Okay, hi guys, this is HS1 coming to you once again with the live streams. So today I'm at my friend's house playing a game, but if you guys have any scary stories you guys would like to share, please send it to horrorstudio1@gmail.com and I will, yeah, you can come in and tell your stories to us. Yeah, just get chill for today. I promised I would do a stream today, even though I did one yesterday. But yeah, I promise, so I'm doing it right now. So if you have any stories, we're playing Smash, but we'd love to hear some scary stories. Send it to horrorstudio1@gmail.com and I will send you the link in here. Or if you have any questions, I will keep the window open for the live stream, for the chat, so you guys can ask me any questions you guys may have. My friend just left, so it's good. Just, just us again. Yeah, if you guys have any questions. This light looks so weird, dude. Everyone's just saying hi to me. But yeah, if you guys have any scary stories, you guys can come in. We have around 50 people watching. Can we send in stories? Yeah, it's better if you guys come in today because it's kind of... All right, so there's already one person who wants to come in, so I'm gonna send... It's called send this guy the link. Let's get this shit rolling, man.
I've got nothing off the top of my head.
They're like, I like your hat. Oh, this guy's like, so do you want my friend to say something?
How you doing, guys?
So this is how you look, bro. This guy, I knew him since high school. You should tell him. I first time I met him, I totally freaked him out back in the day, cause basically I didn't really know him, and then I wanted to meet him. I was like weirding him out, so he went to the bathroom and I followed, and
you didn't just follow. You're like, hey, can I come too? I'm like, it's free country, go for
it. And yo, this guy was really into guitars back in the day. He's got a lot of guitars and stuff, and I tried to open up a conversation with him, wanted to be his friend. So I was like, hey, so those guitars, eh?
That was the whole conversation. So you like guitars, huh? Like, yeah.
So yep, and then just like silence. All right, so another person. He's got a dog too. There's a Pokemon Go horror story.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to listen to that one. So I'm sending them the links now, and you guys can come in and start. In the meantime, we can. They can watch us playing this game. It's a Super Smash Bros. I think you guys can see it. But yeah, we want to just play whatever, and then we'll just wait for people to come in. Don't. It won't happen, right?
Get away from the bike, buddy.
Yeah, he has a really cool dog. Hey, we got one person. Hey, what's up, man? Can't hear you. Maybe your mic's muted, bro.
We haven't heard on anything on your end. Maybe we're the problem.
Maybe we are. One sec. Is it Julian? Hey. Hi. Speak. Can you hear us? They're like cute dog, but hey, why? You want to try speaking, Julian? Do you think your mic's plugged in, bro? Might want to try, or might maybe try a different device. Try to get in. Hi. Hey, Dave. Hey, Davies. Hey, so you said, are you the one with the Pokemon Go story?
No.
Okay, so Julian will go second. We'll go with Davies first. How old are you and where are you from, bro?
15, Northern Ireland.
Oh shit. Okay, what time is it over there?
Hold on. My clock's fucking 2 hours ahead. Hold on. So.
Is it night or day? Honestly.
So it's by nearly 11, so night.
11 p.m., dude. Okay, so what kind of a story do you have, bro? It feels like it's gonna be like a paranormal thing.
Don't know, it is, but, you know, it's like,
Well, you can't confirm if it is or not.
It is, but either was my imagination, because then I was a little bit younger, because I don't know, I might have been crazy or something. But it's a little bit short, but it's basically like this. So I was lying in my bed, half asleep, half awake,
Yeah.
and then there was like a sucking noise. No, I wasn't getting a blowjob, but there was a sucking noise.
Yeah, I was thinking, yo, bro, come on.
I was like, oh yeah. Right, so it's just like it sounded, I don't know, it just sounded like this. This
Slurping
like,
noise. Slurping.
yeah, basically. No slurping's this.
Okay. Something along those lines. Okay, and then?
Yeah. So it went on like that for like 5 minutes, and I was getting annoyed, and I thought it was my sister. So then I basically said, "Well, can you fuck off?" And then I was just lying there, and then I was getting pissed off. I just like looked around, see my sister was around, and
Hello?
like, she was either sitting down or something. I don't know, but then I ended up just looking all around, and then I just went try to get back to sleep, and there was this huge bang on my fucking bed, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And it was a big bang against the metal. Like if you took your fist and just went full fucking forward against the bowl.
Yeah.
Basically, I was petrified, so I got up, and then I was like running down. I think I saw something on the side of my eye. I don't know. It was just black, and then when I went back in my room, this is later when I went back in my room, it was just nothing there. It was just like I think something was there. I'm not too sure, but the funny part was when I flew down to my dad, I didn't touch a single fucking star. I completely flew down.
Yeah.
It was my dad said I basically grew wings and just went phew.
But when you heard that bang on your bed, was it like there was like a physical force as well, or just the sound? Like did the bed
Physical force.
like the bed shook?
Yes.
What, do you have like a dog in your house or whatever, or like what do you think?
Back then, no. Now, yeah.
And you said your dad heard that like wings and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think it could have been? Like pure speculation. Do you have any ideas?
Fuck knows.
So this is the first time you've had a paranormal experience, or you've had some in the past as well?
I mean, my family's had loads, but that's the only one I can recall.
Okay. Well, I mean that's cool, dude. I mean, this is the only time it's happened, so it's not like a disturbance that's continuously bothering you, right?
Basically.
At least it's not that, right? So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, brother. Dude, do you have another one, like a Let's Not Meet, or is that it today?
That's not me. Let's see. I've got a shit ton of stories.
Okay. Do you want to wait on the line and we'll come back to you?
Sure.
All right, bro. Just mute your mic for us, please, and then we'll come back to you, bro. So we have Julian, and then we have Kat. So Julian is your mic's working, hopefully.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo.
Yo, how old are you and where are you from, brother?
I'm from North Carolina.
And you are?
Julian.
And your age?
13.
Okay, cool, bro. So what kind of a story do you have, man?
Okay, so it's like a home intruder one kind of.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's hear it, bro.
Alright, so my mother, she went to go pick up a friend.
Yeah.
The night. It's like it was like close to like 10:30. And so then
I died. Sorry.
it's like I was close, and so it's like I felt hungry. So I went downstairs, I got a drink, and I got some Takis. And so then as I was getting my Takis, I felt someone was in my presence watching me.
Okay.
And I ignored it, and I went back upstairs. And then like I went to sleep like 20 minutes later. 10 minutes later, I hear my dog barking. And he's barking continuously. And I say shut up to him once, but he keeps on going.
Yeah.
And then while I'm sleeping, I hear like a loud bang. And then I wake up instantly. And I start walking down the stairs slowly. And then I get to like the edge of the stairs, and then like I poke my head out, and I see like it's like my window. It has like a screen window to it. And then I saw the screen window was open, but and like my air conditioner was kicked in.
Was kicked in. Could it
Yeah.
have been the dog that just got into the house and did all that stuff? I mean, sometimes it happens, right?
Yeah, my dog.
No, bro. Like a foot had to kick it in.
Huh?
A foot had to kick it in.
Like you saw footprints or what, dude?
Yeah, dude. Because I immediately ran upstairs. I called my mom, and so then we ran. And so like me and my sister we ran to like our neighbor's house.
Yeah.
It's like I was in there panicking, bro. And like my sister, she was half asleep the whole time. And so then we waited for the cops to show up. And then when the cops showed up, we saw like this big giant footprint. And they kicked in the air conditioner trying to get in.
So they kicked in instead of the door, they went through the air conditioner.
Yeah.
What was shit stolen or anything like that?
No, bro. Because as I was poking my head out and I was calling my mom, I said someone's trying to break in, and then they ran off.
So what do you think their intentions were?
Their intentions were trying to get in and stealing stuff, but they didn't know that me and my sister were there.
Ah.
So they had to been planning it.
Okay. So was there like an aftermath after that? Did they ever catch the guy that did that?
No, they didn't let us know after that.
Was there a lot of break-ins around your neighborhood?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because like the day after, me and my mom, we were going somewhere to like the store.
Mhm.
It's like she was talking to like one of our neighbors, and she was like, I don't know if I was just being high or something, but the other night, I heard banging on my air conditioner, and it sounded like a hammer.
Yeah.
And so I guess he was trying to get in with, but with the hammer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least, are you guys still living in that house?
What?
Are you guys still living in that house?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully nothing else happens, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, man. How'd you get
You're
your sound to work, by the way? How'd you get that stuff to work?
What stuff?
The sound.
Oh, dude, my headphones were in, so I just plugged them out.
Oh, smart boy. All right. Thank you, man.
All right, I'll meet my
Bye,
man.
man. Thanks for supporting.
Yep.
Yo, next one, I'm gonna have to stop playing because this person had a epic cat. It was a Pokemon Go horror story. I want to hear this so bad. What's up?
Okay, so
How old are you and where are you from?
I am 16 years old and I am from Eagan, Minnesota.
Okay, how long you been playing Pokemon Go?
Well, I was at camp when it first came out, so like 2 weeks, and then I went back to camp for another week and then another 2 weeks. So I guess in total I've been only like available to play for 3 weeks.
So what level are you?
I just turned level 11 yesterday night.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah. It really is.
I'm kidding. Well, I'm only level 9, but I stopped playing a long time ago, so.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what kind of a crazy shit happened?
Okay, so 3 weeks ago, I had just turned 16, and I was having like a birthday party,
Yeah.
and
No birthday party.
so we were all like, okay, let's go out Pokemon hunting, and this was at like 11, and so we finally left the house at 11:30. Eagan curfew is 12.
Yeah.
Or was 12 at that time. And so around my house we have paths and like I don't know, trails that they call them.
Yes.
And so me and my friend
He's there probably.
I
And drop.
have like one Pokemon stop
Oh
in
shit.
the nearest
That
like
sucks.
2 miles.
Yeah.
So we hit that Pokestop and then we went to the trail, and it was really late outside, and it was really dark, so we had like 2 very small flashlights, like the ones that you get for free at like carnivals and fairs. So we continued, and we were walking on this path, and we got a little bit more than halfway in, and it's really hilly around here. So we had just gone up a hill and we were turning around one hill, and I was looking at my phone, and then I looked up and there was a person coming
Okay.
on a bike, but I wasn't sure because it was like really dark outside and he had no like reflectors or anything. I was like, oh my god, and it was like a jump scare. So I went to my friend, I was like, bro, there's someone coming.
Yeah.
And she looks up and she jumps and she gets scared too, and we're like, oh my god, that was so weird. So we continue to walk, but like I looked behind me because that's what you do when like something weird like that happens and you're walking. So I looked behind me and he was approaching us, and I was like, oh, okay, he's approaching us again. And then he mumbled something to us. I was like, what? And he didn't say anything. And so then he proceeded to come around us, circle in front of us, and when he was first circling, we turned on our flashlights and shone them at him, and he was butt naked.
What?
Whoa.
He was butt naked.
What the fuck? Okay. And
Yeah. And so I didn't know what to do in that situation. I was like, hey, what's up? Because if you're not nice, you're gonna get like molested and you're gonna be kidnapped.
Yeah. Okay. That.
So at that point he does not reply, and I don't hear anything. We keep walking, and my friend thinks he said something along the lines of, what are you doing out here?
How
So
old was this
we
guy?
continue. I don't know. He looked to be like late 20s, early like teens, or no, early 20s, late teens.
Oh, that's super. Okay.
Yeah. So we continue walking, and we were like, okay, that was weird. Maybe he was like dared to go out on a naked bike ride.
Yeah, like a joke
But
or whatever. Or he's drunk or on drugs or whatever, right?
Yeah, but why would he circle back around? Like, if it was a dare.
Yeah.
So me and my friend are like, maybe we should call 911. And my friend goes, well, aren't we out past curfew? So we get to the end of the trail, and the trail comes down from a hill, and it like zigzags down. And so we had just gotten to underneath the street light.
Yeah.
As I was dialing 911, and I turned around and I looked up the hill, and he was he was walking his bike up around, and it was terrifying. That's the last that I saw of him. But when the police came, they were like, what happened?
Yeah.
And we tried to explain to the best that we could, but I'm not sure if they found him. All I know that is that the police had found a black helmet, but we don't remember him wearing a helmet.
Maybe he was trying to use it to cover something else.
I don't know. Probably, but it was dark, so we couldn't see a lot.
Has that scarred you from playing Pokemon Go? Is that why you're at level 11 only?
Absolutely not. I've been at camp.
Okay. There's no Wi-Fi there?
Well, no, we can't have our phones. They contraband them.
Oh,
So
no.
you can't, yeah, but so that's my story.
Hardcore.
Yeah, be safe, be aware of your surroundings. Listen to the opening statement when you play Pokemon Go.
What was the main
theory behind why the guy was there?
Yeah.
Naked?
We have absolutely no idea. We have no idea because there was just so many things wrong with it, and they all just didn't align. I personally think that he had some kind of like condition, or he was like a pedophile or something. But yeah,
Would he have
I haven't.
part of the camp?
Huh?
Be around there?
What?
Would he have had to be a part of the camp to be around there? Is it pretty isolated or no?
I live in Egan's a suburb of St. Paul, the capital.
Oh, okay.
So there are creeps around, but you don't usually see them because you're in the suburbs.
Are you playing Pokemon Go right now?
No, I am at a birthday party for a 4-year-old.
And you
Yeah.
want to come out and share this story with us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have Ukame. Is that how you spell your say your name, brother? Ukami.
Excuse me. I'll go after someone.
No, you're the last person.
I have another story if I can go again.
All right, go. What's up? North. Go for it. Go for it. Kill it. Kill it.
All right. So this is another one of those home intruder ones. This is when I was still living in that house.
Is it like ghost or what kind of story is this?
Home intruder again. Well, they try to get in.
Oh, like a break and enter story?
Yeah.
Man, you have a lot of those, eh? You have a bad neighborhood there, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. So what happened?
All right. So it was time for me and my sister to go to sleep, and so then we went to bed. And so like, my mom, she was staying up late on her computer, and so then it's like there was like a party of people like down the road, and they were partying, and so then I guess and for what my mom told me, she said that some person called the police and that they were telling the party to quiet down. And so then they thought that it was my mom. So then two people from the party, they came down and like they started banging on our door, telling us why'd you tell us to quiet down. And so then my mom, she told me and my sister, we were downstairs with my mom, but we were asleep. So my mom, she woke us up and she told us to go upstairs and go in my sister's room. And so we went to her room. My mom following us, so then she called the police. And so then when they came, they were like tell us what happened. So like she told them everything, and so like she told them that the people because it was a man and a woman. It's like both of them, they had guns, but they didn't like point them out at the house.
Wait, come back. So people were like, your house is really noisy, and then your mom goes and you guys are sleeping, and then you call the police and you find there's a man and a woman that was inside your house that was causing the noise. Is that the?
Yeah.
Okay. So why were they in there with guns and they didn't? Why?
Because somebody called the police and told them to quiet down, and so then they thought it was my mom when it wasn't.
So they picked up the phone?
What?
So the man and woman picked up the phone.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey miss, you want to quiet down? And they're like, oh, sorry. But they thought that was your mom. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
Was your mom in the house at this time?
Yeah, she was in the house with me and my sister.
So wasn't it weird that she was in the house and then somebody picked up the phone but it wasn't her?
Yeah.
So what did she think about that? That's like a major.
She thought it was something weird at first.
Of course. And then?
Yeah, and then later on she started thinking about it, and she started thinking that somebody was hacking into our phone, or something like that.
Okay. But how big's your house? Like she didn't hear these guys break in? Like that's crazy.
Our house is 2 stories.
Okay. And these guys were staying what, in like the bottom floor or whatnot?
Yeah, they were at the front door on the bottom. It's like they started yelling. They started yelling out at my mom, telling her to open up the door and stuff.
So what happened after that?
So then she told us to run upstairs, and then she called the police. They came over. They investigated the area. All they found was just footprints of the people.
And nothing else.
And they found some handprints in the backyard, but we didn't hear anybody in the backyard.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, brother. So we have Ukami, and then I'll probably read some scary stories or some shit, because. So Ukami, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 25 and I'm Alaskan.
Oh, you sound really young, by the way. You sound like you're 12.
Yeah, I get that a lot, apparently.
So what kind of a story do you have?
Paranormal.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's hear it.
So when I was 6, after my sister was born, my parents decided to move me into my own room, and we don't have doors on this one. I was sleeping, and it was night, and it was summertime, and it was pretty bright out. And then all of a sudden, I felt a tapping on my shoulder. I thought it was my mom waking me up for some reason, but I looked over and there was nothing. So I just turned back around, and it started tapping again. And it felt solid too, like really solid.
Like an actual hand or whatever.
Yes. Just like tapping on my shoulders. So I just covered it, and it still tapped on my hands, and I started to get scared, and I couldn't do anything. So I laid flat on my back, and I felt a face staring at me, and it was terrifying.
Well, you felt a face staring at you. How does that feel like? I've never felt a face staring at me before.
Let's see. A creeper just staring at you. Just
So you
staring.
felt someone staring at you kind of thing.
Yo,
Pardon?
look in the mirror. I'll help.
So you felt someone staring at you.
Yes.
How did you know it was a creepy face? Did you actually physically see them, or?
No, my eyes were closed, and I could just tell that something's like over me and just staring.
Okay. And did you feel that it was a paranormal entity? Like, have you had previous experiences with that, or?
Yes, they usually flung around pans in the kitchen or play with my baby sister.
So this is not your first time seeing this kind of thing.
No.
Okay. And then what happened?
I just jolt up and say, "Stop it! No more! I'm trying to sleep, please."
Uh-huh.
So I just lay back down, and I felt nothing. It felt lifted. It felt calm now in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Everything's
pretty
chill.
much it.
So wait, so that's your story? Is that the
I
scariest?
have work.
I have one more.
I have work.
But I wish you could keep on going.
Wait, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I usually when you're live streaming, I listen to you while I'm at work.
Do you have one that's like really creepy though that you can share? Like one more?
Like,
No, I have to inspect rooms.
Oh, you're at work right now.
I'm at work right now.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, I don't want to get you yelled at or something.
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you for
take
coming.
care.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless she was like, "Oh yeah, I listened to you at work." I didn't. She is at work. So if you guys have any stories, horrorstudio1@gmail.com. Yo, I want to like narrate a story maybe. Let's do that.
Here, I'll just narrate one, and I could go again.
No, it's fine. I think I'll narrate one because people have been sending me a lot of stories to narrate. So if you guys can mute yourselves, that'd be pretty good. Thanks, guys.
Narration.
I like that intro.
Narration.
Yeah, narration. Yeah.
Narration.
I love these guys all the time. So let us narrate a story. I was 11 at the time, and still am. I had recently just moved into a new house, practically near downtown. No one ever wants to be down or even near there. All I remember was that my sister was gone and my mom was out of town. What made matters worse, it was a day after Halloween. I like to stay up late, so it was around midnight, and I'm the person who gets the jitters or starts to feel like someone is watching me. Apparently, someone was. I was watching Family Guy, and then our house phone started to ring. It's an old house, so the phone made me even more scared. But the third ring, I answered the phone. "Hello," I said. The person on the other end didn't respond, so I hung up. I didn't even get to sit down before it rung again. I went over and answered it. This was crazy. The other person on the other end didn't respond, so I hung up again. I didn't even sit down before it rung again. I went over and asked it. And this was what I heard. "I don't know if you know me, but I know you. And in a few minutes, I'll be right beside you. You won't see me, though. I wasn't sure if it was a prank or not, but I was scared. I got so scared. I called my best friends. We will say his name is B. So B told me I was imagining things and that I was crazy. After the call ended, I heard knocks on my bedroom window, which I thought was impossible because I was in the living room, and the knocks must have been hard. After that, I called B once again. This time he told me to call the police. I said, okay, but I will need to hang up. And sure enough, right after I did hang up, the phone rang. I was scared to pick it up, but like the idiot I am, I thought it was my mom checking in on me, but it wasn't. It was the same person. He said, call the police and you die. And I answered, what the hell do you think you'll do? I will slit your throat, he answered. So I texted B on my phone. I told him my address as well and telling him what the man wants to do to me. He got the police here in about 2 minutes. I had to answer some questions. Then I asked, why did the man do that? They gave me a sense I was still thinking about till today. Apparently, he was a psychopathic lunatic who was believed to be a murderer and escaped. Escaped from where, I asked, and they went silent. From the asylum, the deputy answered. But there isn't a single asylum near here. As a matter of fact, there isn't even one in the state. All they did after that was send someone to watch me overnight, and I'm still questioning their story to this day. So the story's called Home Alone, and it's pretty good. But it's so close to the mic. So if you guys have any more stories, send it to me. You want to play a guitar? And I can narrate stories. So this one is actually by someone called Michelle, and they're actually pretty cool. They actually know Corpse Husband and Mr. Creepypasta. So they sent me an email yesterday after I did my stream, and they said if it was cool, I would share their story. So yeah, I'm just gonna read their story. It's Michelle, and I'm really loving the guitar in the back. Such a nice atmosphere. So yeah, let's listen to some shit. Let's do it. So, hi HS1. It's good to meet you. I'm another Creepypasta narrator, and I'm called Giggles. It's funny. Mr. Creepypasta just introduced me to Corpse Husband today on Discord. He's another one I discovered recently, as I've been out of the narrating game getting a new computer. Let me tell you, I recently got into listening to true scary stories, and I adore your channel, thank you. You rock. You rock. Anyways, I do have a story I would like to contribute to, if you so choose to select it, that I would rather not post on my own channel due to the mention of sex. I currently do not know where I stand with that on my channel, as I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. So my channel is really dirty, it has a lot of sex videos, so maybe. Before I share the story, I have to acknowledge that you are taking acting classes. Seriously, that is so awesome. I'm a theater major myself. I wish I could have could give you more encouragement in some way, but I can give you in hopes that your acting aspirations will never be discouraged in castingcall.club. And then there's a link. It's for voice acting. Nothing like SAGG or Union or anything, but there are a bunch of paying opportunities. Some are a lot, others not so much, but I hope you find this link useful. Thank you, brother. Anyways, I've blabbed enough. On to the story I have. Let's call it He's Done This Before. I'm a 21-year-old female currently attending college. A couple things I should mention without fishing for compliments, I might add, is throughout my life, no guys have ever really come up and said they had feelings for me. The other thing I should bring up is I'm a very modest person who pursues purity and chastity. So if you knew me, you know I'm the goody two-shoes type of cliche, instead of the stereotype that sneaks out to raves and bars and stuff. I don't wear any makeup and I'm short. So I always get the feeling that I'm too much of a little sister for guys to see me romantically. Anyway, I met this guy when I was 19 in the school cafeteria. I'm convinced he'll never see this, but out of respect, let's call him R. I was hanging out with some friends in the part of the cafeteria we'll call the nerd corner because every day there are people who play PC games, Magic the Gathering, etc. It's usually a bunch of guys with the occasional one or two girls, but today I was the only girl and I thought I'd consider myself a nerd. I was really just there to trade Pokemon with my friend before class. R inserted himself in our conversation and introduced himself. I'm a very friendly person, which some of my friends say might give others the wrong idea, but I've been bullied as a child, and so whenever someone seems awkward or out of place, I do my best to make them feel welcomed and accepted. R certainly was not out of place, as lots of the nerds hung out with him, but he was a little awkward, if that makes sense. It was really a short conversation. Hello, my name is R. Nice to meet you. My name is Giggles. And everyone continued on with the conversation. Sometime later, he added me on Facebook. I usually only accept people that I know a little better, but sticking with my make them feel welcome thing, I obliged. He started every conversation with hey and ending it with let me know if you want to hang out. Admittedly, was very mundane in our chat. I saw him like a lot of my statuses and pictures, and after a while of his routine, I started seeing him in the theater building, the part of the campus I usually hang out in. He wasn't talking with anyone. He always sat there in the lobby as if he was waiting for a friend or a ride or something. I felt bad for him since the building is very lively with lots of other friendly people, but he always sat there by himself. One time, me and a few of other friends were talking in front of him. I asked him his opinion on our topic so as not to exclude him. He stood up and began talking with us. Other than that, I didn't talk to him terribly often. I really only give him simple sentences in our brief chats and was caught up in a lot of other things. But over time, he started showing up to my classes. I would see him peek in front of the windows, and I had one acting class and one improvisational comedy class, both of which he sat in on. Now, whenever he messaged me over Facebook, he would always ask what my sexual orientation is, and if I ever went drinking or get high, I would respond like, I like guys, no I don't get high, and I'm not old enough to drink. He always kept trying to urge me to drink and was always giving me advice on what to try. I was adamant on my own boundaries. At some point, he asked if I ever slept with someone. I thought this question was highly inappropriate considering we weren't even that close of friends, but I was proud of my purity, so I said no. He asked, why not? So I explained it was because I was saving myself for marriage, and the rest of the conversation was him talking about how he respects all different opinions. He stopped showing up at my comedy class, but he continued to attend my acting class, specifically during the time where I was rehearsing with a scene partner, and we were playing a rapist and a rape victim. Mind you, it wasn't graphic at all. We kept our clothes on and we didn't kiss. I was a rape victim and I had to be slapped around, so our professor was teaching us how to fake punches and fake getting punched. I'm very passionate for victims of any crime, so I was really putting my all into this character. R was there for the entirety of every rehearsal and always sat in the back left corner of the room where it was darkest when we filmed. Once the scene was over and I got a new scene and partner to play a much brighter character, R stopped showing up. I thought it was weird, but told myself it was just to support another friend he had who was in the class. Back on Facebook, he kept complimenting me on my acting scene, saying I was really good at being on my knees and crying and getting slapped and ordered around. This is weird, but I gave him the last benefit of the doubt, thinking he was just really awkward and either really descriptive or didn't know how to word things right. Then he started asking if I had a boyfriend or if someone was interested in me. Being honest, I said no, and if someone's interested in me, I wouldn't know about it. I didn't want him to think I was flirting, so I asked him something else. How is your girlfriend? That's right. This whole time, he's had a girlfriend. He said she was fine and that they were going to celebrate their 1-year anniversary soon. But then he said something that shouted at me to get away from him. After some more drinking advice, he said, I would sleep with you if my girlfriend were dead. He put one of those XD emoticons next to his statement, and but I didn't take it as it was a joke. I didn't type back for a while, just stunned at what I had to read. He typed again and said, if you were my girlfriend, that is, I pretended to laugh it off, probably not the best thing to do, and said, I'm saving myself for marriage, not dating. Plus, I only want to date Christian guys. He said he was agnostic, which was close enough. I told him that I was getting really uncomfortable with this conversation and that I was sorry if this came off as rude, but I had to go. He backed off as he had been joking the whole time, and I forgave him and said goodnight. I distanced myself from him. Even though I forgave him, I felt like I had to be cautious around him. I didn't see him much at school anymore, but he would still pop up on Facebook every now and then and say, hey. Some of the time, I'd ignore it. Other times, I'd say a quick hi, and then he'd ask to hang out again. I'd tell him I'm super busy and couldn't find time. I made plans to unfriend and block him the next time, and he hadn't responded in a while. Now, I was at a restaurant with two of my friends, let's call him G and B, who are both girls, and we're laughing and comparing creepy stalker stories. They had a lot, and I only had this story, which I didn't consider a big deal compared to theirs, so I shared it. G's eyes widened, and she asked, what did you say his name was? I told her R, and she guessed his last name. I asked why she was so freaked out, and she asked me if I had gone anywhere with him or drank anything he offered me. I said no to both, and she was really relieved. I asked what that was all about. One thing you need to know about G is that she is the opposite of me. Another actress, she is more bold than I ever will be and has played nude characters in plays before. G explained that in her first year of college, her parents kicked her out and she needed a place to live. She had recently become friends with R, and since her parents were offering to take her back to help her on her feet, she stayed at their house. She said that because she was so distraught back then, R would offer to take her to some parties to relieve all of the stress. She said she had drank there, all drinks by his suggestion that he would get for her. G explains that she was naive back then and believed him when he said that she wouldn't get drunk on the amount of these drinks. She did get drunk, and he drove her back to his home after around 1 a.m. She said that at one point, she woke up, and he was on top of her and inside of her. Fuck. And she was groggy and terrified and pretended to be still asleep because she was afraid he would hurt her. She was traumatized from that event and eventually moved out. Once she gathered enough courage to do so, she confronted him about the rape, and he denied it ever even happened. By that point, she couldn't go see a doctor to get any of R's DNA, and she started doubting if the rape was even real. I don't want to slap a label on him, but in hindsight, he definitely looked guilty of this, and G isn't a girl who exaggerates stories. Regardless, she told me to unfriend and block him, and I did just that later that night. So, R, even though this isn't on Reddit, I hope you have a nice life, and please, let's not ever meet again. That's the story. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely day. Giggles. Fuck. Yo, that was some hardcore stuff. And the music, yo, yeah. Yo, yeah, people are going crazy, man. Let's play some music to soothe the tension. You have to play. Can I just play the CD? Sure.
Unfortunately, all my songs are like ballads, so they don't let
That's good, dude.
The creepy atmosphere.
No, it doesn't have to be, man. Okay, Wolfie is here. You can keep playing. Wolfie is here. Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I'm just chilling out here.
Dylan, hey, what kind of a story do you have?
Paranormal. I have 2 paranormal stories.
Have you been here before? I think you have, right?
Yeah, I was here last week.
What story did you tell again?
Last week I told a paranormal story.
And is it a similar one this week? Is it what was the story
No.
last week?
It was weird. Everyone started judging me for it.
Wow, what? Where? Here?
Yeah, on like the chat on the YouTube thing.
Hey, you know that chat is always like that. Don't worry. I get judged every single time. It's fun. So what was the story last week? If you could just repeat.
It was like, do I actually have to repeat? Because I really don't want to.
No, because I just forgot, and I don't think it's a big deal, right?
I'll send it to you.
Okay, so what's your story for this week?
The first story is a paranormal story about like my baby brother and stuff.
Oh wait, I remember you.
Yeah,
You like kind of wrote it out, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, no, they weren't judging. They were saying that because I was like, no one prepares it like that. Most people just tell it, but you actually wrote out the story, which is cool, you know.
Yeah,
I remember now. Okay, so yeah, you said you had a lot of stories last time, didn't you?
yeah, I did. I have 2 stories from last time.
Okay, so what's up?
So you just want me to tell the story now, or?
Yeah, I mean, the floor is yours.
Okay, so this story is a short story. So this takes place after my baby brother died. I was about 4 years old when he died. I think I remember a few weeks after he died seeing a small white orb entering my room every night.
Okay.
I never got scared of it, and always had the feeling it was him. I remember letting the orb always sit next to me and basically sleep with me because he was like my baby brother and stuff. And I remember telling my parents about the orb or ghost, and they didn't really seem to care much. So I knew it wouldn't hurt me.
Right.
I remember seeing it like all through my life in Colorado until I moved around 6 years ago. I also remember hoping the orb would follow me to Hawaii, but it never did. It was kind of just, I don't know.
So how did you know that this orb was your baby brother?
I kind of had the feeling that it was.
Okay, so would that make you sad that he doesn't follow you around? I mean, maybe he's moved on or he's on the other side, you know?
Yeah, it kind of did make me sad at first, but now I know that he's kind of moved on.
How old were you when he stopped following you around?
About 6, probably. Actually, I was probably about 11 because that's when I moved to Hawaii.
Right.
So
I don't think you're in the screen. Huh? I don't think you're in the camera. It's fine. So what's the second story?
the second story is about from like when I was back in Colorado. This happened when I was around 6 or 7, and I had woken up around maybe 6 in the morning. I remember rubbing my eyes from me sleeping, and I remember seeing like, you know, those Halloween props that you see in like the spirit store with like the ghost phantom things with the drapey stuff.
I actually don't know. What can you describe that again? What?
It was like, it looked like a phantom thing. Like, you know those Halloween props that have like a skull for a face?
Yeah, okay. You fucking saw that?
Yeah.
Where?
The thing looked like that.
In your room?
It was weird. Yeah, it was in Colorado.
Okay.
And I remember being confused at first.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was transparent and a bit gray in color.
What?
I remember seeing what? What
So,
did you say?
so the first time you saw it, I mean, I really want to know, if you see something like that in your house, what is your first reaction? Like, did you scream?
No, I was just confused. I wasn't the child that was exactly that scared of it. I was just really confused.
Did you like think for a second it was like a toy or like something that was like plastic?
No, I could sense that it was a real thing.
Okay. Where was this like sitting or standing?
It was kind of next to my desk.
Okay.
My bed faced the window, and my desk was on the right side of my bed.
Did it feel evil?
It looked like it was evil.
Okay. So after that initial sighting of this thing, when was the next time you saw it? You kept on seeing it a lot, or what?
I never saw it again.
Just that one time thing.
Yeah.
Why was it there? What do you think it was? Was it an angel of death, or like what?
I think it was like a phantom or something. I don't know why it was there or what it was exactly.
Okay. So that's your other encounter.
Yeah.
Why did you write out your story last time?
Because it was long and I just wanted to be able to remember it.
I mean, it was really good. Like, don't get me wrong. I thought it was really cool that you did that. You took the time to do that, man. I appreciate it. Serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, thanks for your stories. I really want to know. I mean, do you want to see this phantom again?
No.
What was the feeling you got from it? Not good.
It wasn't a good feeling at all.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you for your story. We'll probably narrate one more and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. So thank you, Wolfie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry about today's stream. Kind of not super concentrated, but I tried it. Maybe
It's cool, bro.
I can't multitask. I don't know if I can or not, but so I'm just gonna narrate the last one and then we'll call it a day. So it's just called Stalker. It's pretty long.